So now we want to start for loop with continue. Continue is like you want to skip. You will run through everything at the end of the day, but when you get to a particular place, you want to skip that particular thing. So for example, now you want to print odd numbers only, and for you to be able to print odd numbers, you want to pass through so many numbers, maybe from 1 to 1000, and you want to print all the odd numbers from 1 to 1000. So, and it will take you looking at number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 to check whether they are odd numbers. So that means that you have to skip all the even numbers. You have to skip the printing of even numbers. So continue will help you to skip the printing of even numbers and allow you to check for the next number. If it is break, when you get to that number, nothing will happen again to get out of the loop. But for continue, it will allow you to check that number to know whether it satisfies it or not. If it doesn't satisfy it, it will move on to the next number. The only thing is that it will not perform that task for that particular number that the condition satisfies. So let's try to print odd numbers. I should include let's call it odd. We want to print odd numbers. So you can now say printing odd numbers. So you can have something like to do with a title, print a you start the for loop for odd equals 1. You are starting to check the first number, and you want to do up to, let's do 100 so that we quickly see what we are doing. So we want to include 100 because it will check 100 too, so equals to be there. Then we have the increment, which is odd plus plus. So what we want to do normally, we will check if we want to skip the even numbers. So you remember the modulus operator. When you divide a number by 2 and there is a remainder, that number is an odd number. But if there is no remainder, that number is an even number. So you will break away from the loop. So but assuming odd modulus 2 is greater than 0, so that is when you are going to print that particular number. So we will print that number percentage d slash c so that we see everything easily, and we will call the value odd. Call the variable odd. So let's run this and see the way it works. So odd numbers 1, it's only 1 that it is printing. So let's try and see what is happening to our odd numbers. So we are starting from 1 and odd is less than or equals to 100, and we have odd plus plus. So if odd modulus 2 is equal to 0, oh, I want to write continue, I'm still writing break, that's why it's only printed 1 for me. Okay, so continue, it is continue that will allow it to move to the other one. So you can see these are the odd numbers, so from 1 to 99, because the other one that I use break, when it checked 2 modulus 2 is equal to 0, it breaks away from the loop. So that was what happened there. That was why it's printed only 1. But this time around that I've changed it to continue, you can see that it's working properly. So you can do the same thing and print all the even numbers. So we call our variable this time around, we call it even. So we can copy from here. But when you are doing copying, You have to be very, very careful to make sure that you corrected all those things that needs to be corrected. So you modify those things that needs to be modified. So printing even numbers, you have to modify the comments, even numbers, then you write even numbers here, even numbers, then you write even here, even, then you write another even here, even, you write another even here, even, then you write even also here, even, you also write even here, even, so save, save it, and this. Okay, you also check this condition. So whenever it is greater than 0, that is when you will see it. If even modulus 2 is greater than 0, so that there is a remainder, then you skip it. So you can see the odd numbers and you can see the even numbers properly printed. So we have seen how odd and even, how the two of them